Hey everyone, I'm Kim with Kim's Gifts and Decor. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a great Friday. Let me take this down. So yesterday on my live for live sales and crafting down south, I had started the Santa Mail Mailbox. So I said I would come on at 5 o'clock today and finish it up. So here is Hey Cindy, how are you? It's all right, Harley. That's usually the way it goes. Not new. Hey Cindy, how are you? I'm finishing up the second part of the mailbox from yesterday. I'll show you how it is so far. I'm making a bigger mess. Clean this up real quick and I'll show you. Hey Albert, how are you? So, this is the mailbox we started yesterday. I did do a couple things. Between yesterday and today, I finished the back. The back I did not paint, so I finished the back. This is the front of it. We splattered white and black on here. And then I did take my marker and I did the 3 little swirlies on each side on the top. I did the little swirlies and the little stars and the circles on the front. And I did the Merry Christmas and the swirls on one side. And I didn't get to the Merry Christmas on the second side, but you can see I'm just filling that in where it is scored. And then there's the top, and it does actually open up. You can put letters in there. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna finish up the embellishments today. The little dots on my fingers. So when I had the red yesterday, I went ahead and inside of the wreaths that go on the side, I wanted it to look like there were red bulbs and stuff. So I did go ahead and I painted the bottoms of both of the wreaths red. And then I painted the tops of the bows red for the wreaths as well. And I also did the little holly berries. So I used up that red yesterday. So today we're going to do the wreath in green and the rest of everything in white. We've got our little stars. Hey Jamie, how are you? Welcome back. So we're gonna, let me do this. The green I'm using for this is Christmas Green by Ceramicoat. And it shouldn't take too long to finish up. So we're just gonna sponge this on. And I do want it to look like there's snow on the wreath and both wreaths and the holly leaves themselves. So I am going to splatter some white onto those. So I'm going to get these going first so they have time to dry. Hey Kim, how are you? Hey Michelle, welcome back. Welcome back everyone. Thank you for coming back to watch me finish up. I'll finish this green and I'll show you what I finished from yesterday. Can y'all see? Let me put you down a little. I always forget to pull it down. So I'm gonna let that dry. But meanwhile, yesterday, Jamie, I did the back. Do you need it down more? Yeah, he forgot I was going live at 5 today. So I did do the back because I didn't paint that yesterday. We did the front. Hey Lisa, how are you? We did the front here with the white and the black splatter, and the top and the sides. And then I did go in with a marker, and I filled in where the scoring was for the 3 dots on each side on the top, the little scrolling and the dots and the stars on the front. This side I did the scrolling. I didn't do the Merry Christmas yet, but on this side I did the scrolling and the Merry Christmas. So I did do that yesterday. And then as you can see, if you did not see the top, you forgot you thought he said you forgot I was alive today? Yeah, I woke up. I woke up out of bed today. Could be why I didn't check in all day. And then when I finished that up yesterday, I had some red left. I did the bottom of the wreaths so that it looked like there was red inside. I did the bows that go on the wreaths. And then I did the little holly berries. So I did that yesterday as well. Anniversary. Happy anniversary, Michelle. How many years for you in the hobby? Don't be getting in trouble by sneaking on. But happy anniversary. Thank you for sneaking on. So I'm going to give this green a second coat. And like I said, I do want it to look like there's a little bit of snow on it. So I am going to do the splatter. But I'm just doing the splatter in the white today. I'm not doing it on the black on these. But I do like it with the black on the mailbox. So we'll get the second coat on here. Hope you're doing well, Lisa. I haven't seen you in a bit. All right, so we're gonna let that dry. That should be good. And then while we're letting that dry, let me pull these to the side. I'm gonna put the tape down so we can start doing the white. Here's my tape right in front of me. So remember me saying that my husband wanted the white wagon, y'all? Not the white wagon. I got white on the brain. Remember me saying that my husband, remember how I made this double-sided with the brown, okay? Because I didn't think of another color to do. And my husband said he wanted the red one. Look at y'all, I finished the red one. Isn't that cute? Wouldn't that be cute to have one side red and the other side brown? Didn't it turn out cute? So he had a good idea there. He had a really good idea. I got to give it to him. So I'm thinking about making another one of these with one side red. Thank you. Put you down a little bit more. See, I gave a thumbs up. I have to watch that thumb, y'all. I have to watch that thumb. So, yeah, the Santa Mail, the swirl on the top, the express, the little stars, and then we've got our little outlines that are going to go white. And these will go really quick. Hey, Michelle, how are you? did some prep work on the mailbox after I had done a little yesterday. And believe it or not, filling it in with that marker for those little dots and swirls and the Merry Christmas took about a half hour. So does anyone have any plans this weekend? What's everyone doing? And the reason I'm doing this bottom layer of the holly berries is because these have a little notch cut out in them. So it'll look like your little slash on the bottom. So I wanted that white. So tomorrow's the last warm day in Georgia here. Then we have a little bit of a cold front coming through, which for us, I say it's a cold front. The high's only going to be in the 70s, and we're breaking records today and tomorrow in the 80s, about 84, 85. So we are going in Boswick, Georgia tomorrow. There is a tractor parade. We're going to that in the morning, and then they have a little craft show eating type of thing afterwards. So there's the Santa Mail. Now with the express here, we're going to have to do the marker for the black inside there as well, like we did on the mail, like I did on the mailbox for the Merry Christmas. And I just do that with the very thin edge of the marker. Gender reveal of your great-grandchild. Oh, how exciting, Kim. You'll have to let us all know. That's so exciting. Are you hoping for a boy or a girl, or does it not matter? As long as they're healthy. I know that's the most important thing. But that's exciting. They didn't do that when I had my kids years ago, the gender reveals and all that. And there's so many different things they can do for the reveal. It's neat to watch all the different ideas people have. Well, good luck tomorrow. You'll have to let us know what it is. She's the only female on your side, so she's probably hoping for a male. Oh, so sweet. When is she due? It's nice to know what gender they're having when you have the baby shower, though. That's for sure. It makes it a lot easier. Plus, they get things that, you know, is not just neutral, gender neutral. You need to videotape it, Kim, and put it on your Etsy page. Where am I going to put this to dry? Right there, looks good. And then I'm going to do a second coat on these real quick. Looks like this Express needs a second coat as well. The white I like to use is Deco Art Americana, the Snow Titanium white. It seems to be a little thicker, and it covers really well for being a white. I know a lot of whites I had issues with, and it was hard finding a real good one. But that's the one I use. Oh, and you're prepping for a craft show next weekend? So exciting. Nice, Jamie. She's due on her mother's birthday, March 25th. That is kind of neat. A goober there. So there, we've got everything painted that we're gonna need. So let me put this over here, get a new wipe. Dry this. Oh, that's great. You live right around the corner from each other? That's awesome. That's great that you can get together and do that together. That makes it so much easier. Alrighty. Now, get these off of here. And then I am going to splatter the white. Hey, Misty, how are you? Hey, Jill. We're finishing up this mailbox that we started yesterday. Take 2. So I'm just splattering the wreaths here, so it looks like they have some snow on them. And then I want to do a little bit on the holly. Hey, Triple Wish Decor, how are you? Welcome. We're just finishing up part 2 of the mailbox we started yesterday on my live. Okay, that side's not taken real well. There we go. Sometimes you gotta turn it upside down. So here is, hey Lydia, how are ya? So here's the mailbox from yesterday. You can see the white and the black splatter. I did take a marker and I did the swirlies and the dots and the stars on the front, the dots on top, the swirls and the dot there. I did not do the Merry Christmas yet on that side, but it is done on this side. So now I am going to take my black and just kind of go around my Santa Mail so the edges look all nice and clean. And this is the marker that it has the brush on one side and the nubby on the other. And it's a real thin nubby, I'll show it to you. And that's what I use to fill in the words. The Merry Christmas, and then I'm going to use to fill in the Express. And then again, I know I repeat myself all the time, but from experience, I always have the good part on the front because I'll slipped a couple times and then I ruined my whole piece and had to try to fix it. This big black mark on it. Uh-oh, Dahlia's crying. Her daddy's home. She wants to go outside. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Hey, Kathleen. Hi, Paula. I did. I remember to paint the wood. Hi, Tumblr fanatics. I did. I remembered when I had that red out yesterday. Thank you to Jamie. I didn't see it till she pointed it out. And at first I didn't see it when she was talking about it. Thank you for the reminder, though, Albert. The tedious part. But I really do believe it makes a difference. Alrighty. Good deal. So then this is the brush side. Hey Teresa, how are you? And then this is the nubby side. And it's real thin, so that's what I did the words with. Let that dry, and then I'm going to do the words real quick on this express. Carly, I hope your son's okay. So there's the express. Does your cloth take off the... Hi, Robin. No, it doesn't. I have to use alcohol. I use the 91% alcohol to, say it, on resin. And then that's what I use. And that gets the marker off of my fingers. I know, until it dries really good, it's real easy to come off on your fingers, unfortunately. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to smear that now. I mean, if you have the time, you can do it, put it down, and then let glue everything. Ideally, right? Hey, Tracy, how are you? Thanks for joining. We're finishing up the Santa mailbox here. Let me do the stars while I'm doing this. Here's one. And then the little holly berries. And then we'll start gluing. So the Santa mail here, So put it right here. And then the holly berries, we're going to glue these on here. Now again, the bottom layer is white so that we can see the red through there. Let's see how it lines up. Hey Ginger, how are ya? So then real quick, I'm going to do the outside of this. The little swirlies. And you want this, make sure you get the edges on this because you're going to see this, it's the decorative trim that goes around the front of it and the sides of it. So you do want to make sure you get that excess paint off of there. See, I slipped. I would have went on it if it was from the front side. It wouldn't have been good, y'all. Wouldn't have been good. All right. So now we can put a little bit of glue on this. And then so you don't have glue spooging out on the bottom of it, I do flip it over and real quick do it on my paper first, and then I do it on whatever I'm putting it on. So we have the Santa Mail. And then we'll have the Express. holly berries. That'll go right here. And then I am just going to highlight that again a little bit. So the front of it, we have Santa Mail, the holly berries, the express. And then we can put the swirl up top. Do this real quick. Yes, sometimes it is harder to get from the back. You are correct. For sure. Sometimes you can't. I try to, but sometimes you cannot. That is true, Kim. But if at all possible, if you can. It's definitely easier than trying to do it after it's on. For sure, though. And I think it just makes a difference on your pieces. What do you think, Kim? I know I've had people at retreats and craft shows and whatnot actually pick up the items, look at it, and actually look at the edges. So some people do pay attention to that. You do? You think it makes all the difference too? Yes, definitely. You do too, Jamie? Finishes it off. And again, next week, Wednesday, my live sale, I will have the other type of box, like people have outside, that the flap comes down the front. And you're just going to want to make sure your point is with the point up here as well, so it's centered. So we have the front. Let me move this glue. So we have the front here with the express and the Santa Mail, and then we have the top with the little swirly. Hey Jenny, how are you? I agree, Jamie. It just looks sloppy if it's not done. Like you rush through it, and you know, people see that. They notice it. Believe it or not, they do. And you spend all that time and money for it, you want it to look right. And I just slipped from the front. Gotta love it, gotta love it. One of them days, y'all, I should have left it alone. So I went in from the front. I messed up my express. So I'm going to repaint this white so I can go over it again. This is live crafting, y'all. But you don't want it to look sloppy. Making it look worse. Hey Marquita, how are you? Thank you, Jenny. Let that dry and not fool with it. Okay, now we're gonna go to this side where the Merry Christmas is. Hey Vay, how are you? Hi Carol. Hey Marquita. Now, same thing, same concept. I know, y'all. I'm sorry. I get quiet, and if I miss any comments, I'm sorry. I'll catch it on the at the end. I go back and I look. I still have to figure out what I'm making for dinner, y'all. What are you guys having today? Did you hear that, Joe? That was my stomach. I said dinner, and I think it's like, yep, I'm ready. Did it again. Both sides are going to be the same, so I'll just do the one side so you see. So I won't keep you hostage as I'm doing this. So now we'll put the glue on. Hey Monica, how are you? Hey Deb. You had tuna salad and crackers. You don't know yet, Jenny? Tuna salad sounds good. I like tuna melts. This over on the paper, and then we will line this up here. We're going to kind of line it up so it's, if you can kind of see, line it up with the side, with the front of it, so it's around the same height. And then press it on. So what I'm talking about is you kind of line it up with here to here and here to here, so it's equal. And then we have our star, which goes here. And you want to make sure that's lined up with your dot, with the Merry Christmas. And then we will just put the wreath together. Now there is a left and a right wreath, so you're going to want to make sure that you get the right one. Like if you go to put it together like this, you're going to see the green underneath that doesn't match up. So you're going to want to make sure that it matches up. Now I did the red the other day, so it looks like it kind of has red bulbs on it. And then the bow. And then see how that splatter makes it look like there's a little bit of snow on there? Real quick, we are going to do the edges of our wreath. So everything's all nice and finished. And then we should be just about done. And I want to put a little bit of highlights on my bow on the wreaths as well. And you can add more, you know, different colors or more ornaments or whatever you want on there. And then I'm just going to do a couple highlights on my bow here. And whatever I do on one side, I kind of do on the other. So I've got my little bow here. So then we'll put the super glue on here. And then we will put the Merry Christmas here. Again, line the bow up so it's center with that dot. And then you'll do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So we have the front, and I'm going to go over that express again with white because it's dry now, and then black again because I smudged it. so it's nice and fresh. And then we have the Merry Christmas, or Santa Mail, the holly and the berries, and on the holly leaves we did the splatter, the white splatter as well. And then we have both sides with the Merry Christmas and the star and the wreath. And then your letters would go in up here, and it actually does open. So I made sure I did finish the inside here. So there we have it, our Santa mailbox. What do y'all think? You think it needs anything else, or you think it's good? And yeah, Albert, I did the slots were in here that I couldn't see. Thank you, Kathleen. I did have the unfinished kit. Thanks, Kim. I did have the unfinished kit on my live sale on Wednesday for $18. It is going to be more in my Etsy shop, but I do have it cheaper on my live sales. But this is part 2, and this is our Santa mailbox with both sides like this saying Merry Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you for coming back and finishing it with me. Y'all have a great one, and I will see you next week. And if you have any questions or need anything, just let me know. Thanks, y'all. Bye.